ranking the 13 mainline Assassin's Creed games.
Number 12. Valhalla. This game ranked 9th the last time that I did this list, so what happened? Well, Valhalla has not aged well. Following Odyssey was never going to be easy. The previous game brought in new players but alienated existing ones, and Valhalla was tasked with pleasing them all. As you can imagine, that didn't work so well. Everything was surface level too. You jumped from section to section trying to please different fans. Sectors that pleased old fans annoyed new fans, but then in the next section those new fans were pleased, which annoyed the old fans. As you can imagine, constant pulling in different directions negatively impacted the flow of the title, and made much of the narrative stop-start for many players. The narrative flow is further impacted by design. There's a point in the title where the narrative wants to go at a gallop to the end of the game, but the gameplay design wants you to arbitrarily complete every side quest to advance. It's like the left hand didn't speak to the right hand and instead of clapping, just slapped their face hard instead. There are good aspects to the game. The assassins are actually in this title, which is an exponential increase over the last game. They are fighting their eternal war against the Templars. You can one-shot enemies when driving a hidden blade through their jugular, something that rarely happened in Odyssey, making stealth once again viable. And you can wear a hood and hide in plain sight. However, Valhalla takes many opportunities to insult its original player base. The main character denies the Brotherhood at the end of the narrative, specifically stating it is an undesirable existence, giving us a third game on the trot, not playing as an assassin. In the DLC, they go as far as having Cassandra and Eivor insult the original fanbase by calling them untrustworthy. The single-player experience was treated as a live service, and the longevity of the game suffered for it. Repetitive, identical seasonal events literally had a different colour palette to them to differentiate them. DLC was spread over the course of 3 years, meaning many players had simply moved on from boredom. And those were the players who actually managed to make it past the incessant grind from 60 hours to 100 hours to complete the main game. Most didn't get anywhere near the end of the title. And then it kept throwing in the supernatural more and more as time progressed. While a huge step up over its predecessor, meeting 4 of the 10 commandments of making a game in this series, it is still only a halfway house at best. A half-arsed release with design choices that have no place in a single-player game really hamper Valhalla, along with its fanbase insulting lines. Were it not for Odyssey's existence, this would be the worst game in the series.